Hello everyone and welcome back to 1L Studios. Today I've got another Clash of the Titans with one of the DFW area's top salesmen and sales reps from brands such as Sun Mountain and Next Belt, I believe.
Next Belt, Bettinardi, Fin Cycles, Sun Mountain, Songbirdie, and Tradition. Fantastic.
Now we've set up a little bit of a match here. Austin is a good hour late to the tee time here, so he is starting out 2 down in accordance with the rules of golf, but it is your honor. Please take it away here on the first at the Golf Club of Dallas. And JK, you're not already 2 down. This is a 2.
No, well, we got to tell them why we were running late, too.
Well, can you tell the folks why you were running late?
Well, you always got to put your customers' needs before your own. So I had to make a pit stop at the FedEx store.
Humble brag.
Pace of play looking very...
You know what? Pace of play is a big topic of conversation these days with golfers around the country. What do the 1L Studios think about pace of play these days? How is it out there?
I would say generally the pace of play should be less than 4 hours every time, and I would say that that is a benchmark that is not often hit in this current golf climate because people are not ready to hit when it's their turn. They're dicking around. So if I've got one bit of advice, it's just when it's your turn to hit, you can take your time and put a good plan together, but don't dick around. Looking solid with the blue short and the FootJoy blue emblem on the back of his shirt, giving him a pretty strong drip, a la Europe-tastic. As we pipe one high draw down the left side of the fairway, as we have a little high necker right down the middle, staring down a shot of 114 yards. A little right to left wind here as we choke halfway down a gap wedge and visualize something on the putting surface. As we go and gouge one, it might be a little deep, folks. I believe we're putting. He's caught it cleanly. The ball's come out nicely. He's bounding up and onto the green. Might just settle on the back edge of the green, but a very nice result. A nice stroke is on its way as he judged the speed properly. The outside chance of opening a 1-shot lead if this birdie putt can fall. I did have about an hour and a half to practice putting due to Austin's tardiness today. Not that I'm holding that against him. As we subtly break from right to left. A lot of times if you got bunker complexes, you're going to see the ball fall away from it, folks. So all in all, I'm keeping it inside the shadow of the flag. And I'm not going to walk towards the ball till I genuinely believe I'm going to make this putt. From there, 2 looks and let it go. There's a saying in archery that everything is aiming. Same thing with putting. No one part of the process reigns supreme. Stick to the process. That's all you can control. You have no control over the stroke. And I believe we've overplayed the breakage.
The wind got it.
The wind got it. I like that as a scapegoat. Are we? Okay. Wow. Neato.
Friend zone.
To stay all square through 1. Oh. Gives 1L a gift there. Onto the second, a par 5. And this is a 1 club hole on the par 5 second. Austin on the drive down used the voice text command to ask me if I was interested in a little 1 club match. What club are you going to use on this hole, Austin?
1 club, par 5, ball type left. Usually it's reachable with 2 really good shots, 2 pro-style shots, but 1 club, you gotta go with like a 4-iron.
With a 1-up lead, driver all day. And we've kind of knuckled one out there. Crisp crack of the 4-iron is drawing down the center of the fairway. You're looking 226 front edge of the green, downwind. Oh, might not be too bad, actually. We have a bit of a block off to the right. The wind is helping it back to the left. Keep a close eye on it, folks. I've seen a few bounces. We've got a ball that's almost green high in the right rough. Well done. Well, now with driver from about 200 flagstick.
Great shot.
Mr. Holloway with an absolutely colossal 4-iron of some 230 yards to this position. He's going to have to figure out a way to loft it a little bit. Let's see how creative he gets, or if he decides to bump it into the face of the hill. Bit of a top there. He's laughing it off. Love to see the attitude. Must regroup. And he's found the surface with the 4-iron. It's just on the opposing fringe, but very putt chippable for a par on this par 5 second. Can aim about a foot outside left. And just tap, tap, tap-a-roo. Almost belly putter mentality here. No anchoring, of course. I guess we can do some Kuchar anchoring. Let's try that. Back of the stance. Chip tap it up there into the hole.
Look at that top spin.
A little four-hander.
Wow.
Just outside the friendship zone. As Austin eyes a chip from just off the green with a 4-iron as we push in closer on our new Pro versus JOES tripod cam. Bellies it like a Texas wedge.
Hard. Way too hard.
A wee firm down the hill. I will concede that for a bogey.
Oh, you will?
Indeed.
Okay, I'll take that.
There we have it. Moving on to the third, which will be a one-man scramble hole. So if you hit a good shot and you want to keep your first one, you can. If you want to hit a second shot, you have to keep your second ball. 182 is the actual here on the third, a par 3 at Golf Club of Dallas. As I stated a moment ago, the players will have an option to hit 2 shots off of the tee. If you do opt to take a second ball, you have to take that one. Here's a 5-iron, low bleeder, middle of the green. Holding up against the wind. Is it the right club today? Good enough, certainly. I will not risk a second shot.
How do you do that, man? Just say low bleeder and it just does it?
Low bleeder, it's all about visualization, Austin. People get too captivated with the swing. They try to create a swing that will create the intended result. The trick is to create a mindset that will create the intended result. Lovely swing. Playing his natural draw. Looks like he might have roasted it. Okay, he's found the back edge of the green. Will you opt for a second shot or stick with your first?
I can make a par.
Okay, he's staying with it. How do you decide if you're going putter or wedge on these little tweeners?
Bad putt is better than a bad chip.
Comes through the fringe nicely. Has he judged the pace properly? Just about perfect as it rolls by just some 3.5 feet past the hole. Break. Oh, we've overread it. We're in for 3. Austin with the putt to tie. Being 2 down through 2, this is when your mentality is really important. Stay focused on what you want to try to do. As he buries it in the middle of the hole, well done, sir. Very disappointing to not have a tee, so we will do a Laura Davies in honor of the great champ, using a 7-iron to create a indention in the ground as we hit a slappy bunt driver off the left side.
That's an advanced move right there.
Very advanced. Fairway finder. On fairway finders, you have a tendency to guide it, folks. You still got to turn. Just your overall tempo must be slowed. And a little bleeder down the left center of the fairway. As he belts one off to the right, it's a little bit of a flare, but highly findable. Let's keep our eyes on it, folks. Holloway going with the low cutty 7-iron from 160 yards. He is getting a stroke here, so he's lying 0, hitting 1. Important to get back into position here, folks. The big error is going to be to hit another one out of position. Don't get too greedy. Get back and play. And he's done just that as the ball sails towards the left side of the fairway. He's opened the green up nicely. Got plenty of green to work with. Oh, and we've double crossed it slightly as the ball is not cutting back to the hole. We're going to be short left. Advantage Holloway. Holloway with wedge. Pretty stock pitch and run here. Maybe just left of the hole would be a good start line. Hoists went a little right of the hole, but the weight seems good. It's going to be just on the fringe. Lying net 2. Oh, and we've overcooked it severely. And we're gonna have about 8 feet to save the par. This would get him back to 1 down. Ball comes out nicely, just left of the hole. And that is good, sir, for a net par. Bit of a tricky one here as we use our feet to judge the slope, maybe a little bit right to left. Feel a little bit more weight in my left foot, a little bit more in my left foot. Okay, we're gonna be just on the right edge of the cup.
These greens roll out pretty good.
Yeah, they're a little sneaky. Stick with the visualization in the process, something on the right edge of the cup, coming in at about 5 o'clock on your dials. Oh, and a bit of a dainty stroke, but he finds it for par.
Are we allowed to give a shout out to a really awesome club builder?
Of course, who we got?
Roushie over at Sellinger's.
Oh, the great and powerful Mike Roush.
Yeah, they 3 wood, 5 wood, killing these things, man. They're great.
Danger left and right here. Some unseen bunkers along the right-hand side of the hole. Seem to really swallow up a lot of golf balls. As he hoists a nice high draw at the left side of the fairway, should be no issues at all. And we block it. Very poor swing. Really paying the price for not hitting driver. Holloway lying net 0 from 125 yards here. Ball slightly below his feet from the left rough. Nice high shot. Hooking back towards the pin. And he's found the back edge of the green. Lying net 1. Bit of an unforced error here as Winnell is now chipping off of rocks. Got to delicately test this stick to see if my ball will roll if I touch that, so I have to leave it. I might be able to remove this stone without penalty. I am indeed.
Local rules, I think. Growing up at LB Houston, if you were in an earth crack, you got a free drop. I don't know the local rules around here though.
You know, as a representative of the PGA of America, I hold myself to a very high standard, almost as high as Patrick Reed. And just going to try to play sort of a splashy bunker shot here, see if we can get something on the green. Oh, and it comes out hot. Coming through the collar of the green. Leaves it only about 4 feet short there for a net birdie.
What's the rule about a bug? Can you move a bug out of your line?
You may move a bug out of your line. I will allow it. There is a rule: if a worm is more than 50% embedded in the ground, you may not remove it. How you determine whether a worm is more than 50% embedded, that's a whole another program. As Holloway eyes this net birdie putt on the 5th to cut the lead to 1.
No.
No, sir! But good enough. Holloway only 1 down now as we approach the difficult 6th. Shouting out to Scott Winslet of the Texas Golf Society. Understand he has some branded tees. Both Holloway and I are very low on tees today. So we could use your assistance here on Pros versus Joes as Holloway eyes a drive on the 6th. Dogleg left, par 4. He's hit one out into safety. Right rough is definitely the miss here. Building a bit of a tee from the turf. Eco-conscious here on Pros versus Joes. And a bit of a chunk and run, but very findable. Bit of a chaser there, just right of the pin. Nice high shot. Will it find the green? It has found the green in net 1, putting for a net eagle on the 7th. I was mistaken, as Holloway is now away. He's off the back of the green, hitting his net 2nd shot. As we pan over to find the great DFW-based sales rep eyeing a wedge towards a pin with the green running away from him. Bit of a flub there. It's all about the short game. But lies net 2 there, still has a net birdie putt. Shout out to Gus Barchers for this one. This is the palm down, palm up mentality to really add loft through the hit. Seve Ballesteros special. Want to get as tall as you can so you don't have to bend your knees or do any manipulations. It's just like you're pitching a horseshoes or beanbag in cornhole. Oh, and we've overcooked it, folks. But we're looking at about 4 feet to say par. Holloway for net birdie here. Down the hill from about 25 feet. Very low make percentage on the PGA Tour. Nice pace just past the hole. Feel a little bit more weight in my right foot. That means it's going to the right. Let's aim just on the left edge of the cup. Fall in love with the visual. So we hoist a high one.
Wow.
Get in the hole, please.
Go in. Oh, waste no time.
And we have a 2 on the books. Holloway with the must make